All of this area was pretty much covered with cantinas. Either it would be a Tejano style or norteño style. Different music that they had in the jukeboxes. My dad was running around in there like about early 50s, and just kind of hung around this whole area. So it's kind of home for him and my mom also. My parents purchased the business back in 1973.
My dad worked in the day, and then my mom would come in at night. She would come in like about 6 o'clock, and then she'll work till it's closing time.
My sister's 11 years older. My brother's 10 years older than me. So they kind of were at an age where they really didn't want to mess with anything around the bar business or anything. So I kind of grew up in it. It pretty much was doing really well back then with all the cantinas together.
There used to be a bar across the street. We would go over there with our parents. They always had music.
Very beautiful music, conjunto music. All along the East 6th Street, around La Perla and all that, there were a lot of places to play.
All 6th Street was Latino, Latino.
Pete's Bar, Tony's Bar, and Dora's.
Miss B's, the Iron Gate, Bullies, and then of course Rabbits.
Rabbits, Austin, Texas. They say, hey, Rabbits, can we come play Saturday, Friday, or whatever? I said, you're more welcome. Put out a few phone calls and stuff, and I'd have it loaded up.
I didn't used to go drinking down there because that was too rough for me. I was too young.
Everybody smoking cigars,
You always could meet musicians that always came around here because they were looking for just somewhere to go chill out. And there was nowhere else open to go drink a beer anywhere that they liked, that they could play Tejano music on the jukebox.
Whenever people come in town, this is where I bring folks that want to know like what East Austin felt like before the wave of gentrification.
When my dad passed away in 2004, then Eddie took over.
When I started coming in, they kind of looked at me like, well, all right, what you gonna do? Are you gonna change the music in the jukebox? And I just pretty much told them, I said, no, we're gonna keep it the same. Of course, we've changed from rotary phone to payphone to Wi-Fi. We gotta keep up with that, but.
I mean, there's been a lot of freaking changes in this side of town, and this little old-looking house is still here on the same intersection.
Hello, Patsy. There you go.
born and raised here, come from a big family. This is my time away from them. Every once in a while, I need a break. And I come over here and I look at the Spurs game. We bring food and we just kick back with all our friends. Just about everybody here has grown up over here in the East Side. Everybody's older, everybody has health issues, but it's nice to see each other once in a while, know that we're still around and kicking.
There you go. All right. Here, you want to take these? I've always worked in a big bar, and I've never worked in a small cantina.
That's it. What can I tell you?
Everybody has a makeover on their building. Everybody's put lipstick on their building. When it's a smaller bar, you're more like family. Here you go, $2.50. It's like going to Abuelita's house. You want to what?
Yes.
A long time ago, there was a Safeway here,
guys' wives call from across the street from Safeway trying to get their husbands on the phone. And sometimes they'd say he's not there, and they're like, we could see him from Safeway. We know he's inside right now. But we've got some more apartments that are coming up right now. Took out a couple of more buildings across the street here. Now it's going to be a hotel. This used to be Darios restaurant that was out here. Not sure what's coming in now.
Yeah.
How much longer, Dan?
Oh, I think about 4 more months.
Yeah.
Yep. And have to find me another spot.
You have to find you a chair.
My barber shop here, 55 years, you know. My parking, getting, you know, real busy. And losing little customers because of that, you know. Taxes are too high, you know, and I ain't working as much as I was before, so I said, it's about time. To me, I think it was too quick. Everything changed quick. I'll be having more time to do other things, you know, because where I'm going, it's a real small place, and I ain't going to work as much as I was here. I'm about to take it easy from now on. It's good and sad. Porque I'm going to miss this place here. I'm going to miss the east side.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. See you. You gave me too many? Did you give me too many? Yeah.
I lived in this Austin all my life. I bought my house for $3,600. You know what the house is selling around my house for over $400,000. Years back, they would say, "Where do you live at?" East Austin. That's a bad part of town. Now, East Austin, it's prime property.
We're all kind of looking out the window in the door here and just thinking, wow, where did this come from? How did it happen? When did it happen?
We're doing a benefit for my partner because she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She's going on her second chemo now, and it's very expensive. She has a very high deductible, so that's what's going to be used for. At first, she was kind of down, you know, and I'm sure that happens with everybody. And she would come out here and talk to Eddie, and they were telling her what was going on, you know, what was going to happen.
So that should be $200. Okay? No problem. My mom comes often. This is her spot. When she told me what they were doing for her today, I was taken back. I was very happy about that. I think that they're trying to also say, like, we're more than just a bar. We're bringing the community together, and that's always nice. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we'll get cards. Thank you cards and things like that. Thanking everybody who helped them out. You know, we really appreciate that. That's really warm to us to have. Primarily, the cook-off is just to raise a little bit of money for last-minute school supplies. Around the school year, around Thanksgiving, and around Christmas, you know, just making sure some of the families are taken care of.
It's a chicken.
Once you see other families and you interact with each other, then you start learning as a community. These are the important things. These are how we help each other.
Happy birthday, Mora.
Yay! Happy birthday, Mr. Mora. We love you.
Starting to get around, you know, and that's what I'm appreciating. And more people are starting to help out each other. You know. I think that's the biggest thing that we have around this area.
What was the name?
That's my table.
Oh, this is the table?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I'm gonna put this right here.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Bien?
Soso, ¿quieres menudo?
¿Listo para el menudito?
Vamos a los trajitos.
Vamos cuidado.
¿Qué vas a querer? So she ran the bar when she was 35 years old until she was 65. Now she rests. I take her out, you know, and just enjoying the rest of her life. She misses it. I know she does. And she always tells me to take care of Eddie. I said, I will. He's my baby too, you know. Mom sometimes says, we're fading, you know. And I said, what do you mean we're fading? Well, so-and-so passed away. And I said, no, we're not fading because their kids are coming over. Their grandkids are coming over. That's what keeps La Perla alive.
I've been going to La Perla for years now. I was talking to Eddie, and out of curiosity, I was like, what would you say if we came and played here? He was like, y'all are always welcome here, and y'all can play whatever y'all want. And that, I'm gonna get that tattooed somewhere. To me, it was like a realization of this is where we want to be. Like, this is who we want to play for. This is home.
This is how these places are gonna stay alive. Yeah, the landscape is changing, but you know, still doing the same thing, telling stories, meeting friends, drinking beer.
A lot of times, the coming together is in cantinas, is in restaurants. These are like part of our heritage, and so we want to bring him lots of business.
Yes, we don't want him to go anywhere.
Cheetah Boogie, your song's on.
Part of it.
I mean, it still feels like exactly like old East Austin to me, so that's why I come and drink here.
That's where we're from, the east side, born and raised.
People have come and gone, older people, younger people. I thank the Lord I'm still alive.
This place has meant a lot to us.
And we also had his little baby shower here just right outside the door. I knew, baby.
He knows everybody here. Everybody knows him.
You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have family, you don't have anything.
You treat people right, the word is gonna get out. Hey, this guy treats his place with utmost respect. He makes sure there's not any drama or any issues going on, and he treats the people like family.
When you get people out here at the last minute, those are true family and friends. All right, guys? Thank y'all very much for coming out here. We'll do it again sometime soon. Go!
I pretty much enjoy what I'm doing, and I love seeing the people walk in here, enjoying themselves. And one of the biggest things that I always hear is, God willing, I'll see you tomorrow.
these your CDs or are they?
Yeah, I'll get them later. I'll pick them up
Yeah,
over there.
we take
Once
him
you
back to
unload.
the shop and we take him out. Goodbye to us.
Yeah, we said our goodbyes last night.
Over the years, we had parts replaced, and they were coming from other jukeboxes that weren't in use anymore. And eventually, it came down to where our keypad was just not working. You know, we couldn't select our songs.
Would you do it with the remote now?
Okay.
When I told the older customers that we were getting rid of the old jukebox, they were just like freaking out. You know, that's it. There goes the neighborhood. You know.
So you
I've
say
got a
coming
little
up
bit.
this side?
Come on this side where this other one was, go across and drop about where he's at.
Trying to keep it to where it's the La Perla theme, you know. We do have a little bit more of the classic rock that's coming up and soul and things like that. And it's just a little bit more than just the 100 CDs that we had before. Some things have to come to an end, and we're sad to see it go, but here it is, better sound, better quality, more music, more selections.
That's maxed out right there. Is that?
We're just kind of moving along, not trying to force too much too quickly. It's these little adjustments that we make and go on to make things better, make everybody happier. I always tell my customers, you keep coming in, we keep the doors open. If you can't come in, then we can't keep it open. You know, so that's what we try to push on everyone. It's like, just stop by for a couple or whatever, you know, just keep it going. We'll be able to survive and everybody still have our little place to go to.